tell you a story that I was told not too long ago. This is a good friend of mine. I believe him nameless. He has a cousin that's a Uber driver, and he picked up this affluent family. You could tell that they had money just by the clothes that they were wearing. And he's driving them back to the hotel in Orlando because they were at Disney World. And he gets to hear him talk a little bit in the back seat, and he starts to talk to him a little bit. I don't even know if I should say the name of the family. It's a well-known food brand that you would know. You have eaten some of their singles in your lifetime. They have a substantial amount of XRP. A lot of these people that you just mentioned are starting to wake up to this fact. We've had conversations recently with some very large family offices that have started to make significant allocations. There's only 7 million wallets, 7.4 million wallets on the XRPL. If you're here, do you know how rare that is? Like, there's 8 billion people on the planet, and there's only 7, we'll call it 8 million wallets. There's 8 billion people on the planet. There's 8 million wallets. How many Bitcoin wallets are there? There's a lot of Bitcoin wallets at this point. A lot of people own Bitcoin. Not that many people own XRP. Half those wallets are less than 100 XRP. Not that much XRP. It might be one day. Post-price appreciation could be a lot of money. But anyway, here, the other thing is, people that have already made a bunch of money, do you know what their primary objective is? It's return of capital, wealth preservation. They're not going to take exorbitant risks or, roll the dice on things with significant amounts of money to put themselves in a position to lose. You should only have to get rich once, okay? And they understand that. So this whole asset class is still risky to them. It's the Wild West. They're not even going to look at it. 62% of family offices have no allocation nor intention of making an allocation to crypto. 38% of family offices, $16 trillion globally out of the 10,000 plus family offices. There's 4 trillion of that are even looking at this asset class. Maybe 5 trillion out of 16. And those are the people that made their money through high risk return, investments by starting companies or, doing something very lucrative in order to be able to generate, $1 billion exit. If those people aren't willing to do it, and people, again, the people that have the money, they don't care to risk it. They've already made their money. So that's why, there aren't more, but there are starting to be. I'm literally having a lot of conversations here recently because they see it as a hedge against the losses that could potentially come from the reverse carry trade because of a lot of the information I've put out. Those are the conversations that I'm having now. It's not about, I'm going to make a bunch of money. It's how do I preserve my wealth and use this as a uncorrelated bet that it's going to hedge against the losses that I'm going to see from this other stuff unwinding. They're not dumping all, $1 billion that they have into XRP. They're preserving their wealth. And I think that's a mindset shift that a lot of people are going to have post-price appreciation. And again, sorry to get on a soapbox here for people, but rolling it all on one thing, I view